Have you ever wondered when we truly became human? Was it when we learned to use fire, or when we invented tools? The answer may surprise you. That defining moment had nothing to do with physical or technological things, but rather a change that took place deep within our minds. And it wasn't as pleasant as you might think. It was when we began to lie. Was this seemingly simple act a sin, or a great evolutionary step that shaped the entire history of mankind? And did these lies become the basis of all the great myths we believe in today?
In the previous episode, we explored the cognitive revolution, a great turning point that gave Homo sapiens an unprecedented superpower: the ability to tell stories about things that do not exist. Thanks to this ability, we surpassed the limits of other animals, could cooperate flexibly in large groups, thereby laying the first bricks of civilization. We believed in imaginary realities of gods, laws, and moral codes. But as we develop this ability, another ability emerges, one that can be incredibly powerful, but also fraught with danger. It is the ability to deceive consciously. Have we used language to build great stories, or to break trust and manipulate each other? Imagine a typical day in the life of a hunter-gatherer 50,000 years ago. A group of hunters has just returned empty-handed. Hunger and frustration are rampant. All eyes are on Eris, one of the best hunters, but today he too has failed. Feeling ashamed and afraid of losing his position, Eris decides to do something unprecedented. He declares with conviction, "I saw a giant moose up north near the river. It was sleeping and would be easy to kill." Everyone was excited, but one, Lena, was skeptical. She knew Eris was prone to exaggeration. She had walked the area and seen no sign of the moose. Eris had painted a vivid picture, using his vivid language to describe the moose in detail, its steps, and the way it moved, as if he had seen it for real. He had used his most powerful tool, language, not to convey truth, but to create a false reality. That moment when Eris lied was a huge evolutionary step. He had not only told a lie about something that did not exist in the physical world, but had made others believe it. This act not only earned him respect, but also led the group in the wrong direction, where he could sneakily search for food alone. In a dangerous and competitive world, the ability to deceive can provide a survival advantage. An individual can deceive to obtain more food, gain power within the group, or avoid punishment. The power of a lie lies not only in its ability to conceal the truth, but also in its ability to create a competitive advantage. If Eris succeeds, he will be seen as a smart and visionary person who has found a way to overcome hunger. In a small group, this gives him power and credibility. It is a novel and incredibly powerful tool, one that allows its user to shape the perceptions of others to achieve his own goals. But Eris's lie is more than just an individual act. It is a sign that humanity's most powerful tool has become a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it is a tool for building, for creating cooperation and community. But on the other hand, it is also a tool for concealment, for manipulation, for creating a false reality. From simple lies like, "I didn't take your berries," to more complex lies like, "I have been given the right to lead by the gods," we have learned to use language to achieve our own ends. And when a lie serves not just an individual, but is accepted by an entire community, it is no longer a lie. It becomes a legendary, a common story that people believe in. And it is this that forms the basis of religions, empires, and nations. Stories of power, of a guardian deity, or a chosen kingdom help leaders consolidate power, maintain order, and mobilize millions of people for common goals, regardless of whether those stories are entirely true. This ability has completely changed the way we live. It allows a king to convince millions of his subjects that he is the chosen one of the gods, so that the entire society believes the story and obeys. It allows a shaman to convince a tribe that he can communicate with the spirits of their ancestors and thus gain respect and power. It also allows a salesperson to convince you to buy a product by telling a compelling story about it rather than simply describing its function. If every society, every civilization is built on imagined realities, stories that we accept as truth, where is the line? Are stories about a god, a saint, or an empire anything more than lies told a million times? Or are they just myths that have been accepted and revered by all of humanity? And how have these myths changed humanity? Please watch the next episode. How has the power of legends changed humanity?